Hey, what's up, everybody? Just wanted to talk about something that was on my mind. Today, meaning Tuesday, I'm here to talk about equality or true equality. And as of late, as you know, with everything that's been going on, you've heard a lot of sports franchises, a lot of organizations, entertainment companies have talked about equality. How about standing up against systemic and institutionalized racism and oppression, police brutality, injustice, having equality and diversity for all, trying to understand with black people and people of color. And so there's a U.S. senator who happens to be also a WNBA team co-owner in Kelly Loeffler or whatever her last name is, out of Georgia, and she's been making a lot of racial remarks and insensitive remarks, saying that she's against the WNBA, having putting out Black Lives Matter on the court and players speaking out against police brutality and injustice. Um, Obviously she's a supporter of 45 in his politics, but the fact that she's able to voice these things publicly and not be reprimanded for it is absolutely egregious, to say the least. Because when you have a WNBA that stands on the principles of equality and diversity and not discriminating against anyone, whether they be black, Latino, gay, straight, whoever, then that's what you need to stand on. If those are truly your principles, then I'm very disappointed in WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, because she came out with a statement saying that, hey, we only support uh, we support diversity, we support equality amongst for all people. Well, if that's what you truly believe in, then how come she's still a co-owner? You can't come out and make a statement and say, well, she's no longer part of the day-to-day operations. She's no longer around the team like that. Yeah, but she remains a co-owner, which means she still has some type of clout and some type of power to make decisions when it comes to voting. When she shouldn't even have those type of rights when it comes to voting. She should be out of there. This is nothing but a female Donald Sterling. And I don't understand why Kathy Engelbert and the board of the WNBA does not move swiftly when it comes to removing this woman out of her position. She has no place in the WNBA. She has no place in sports with her racist, narrow-minded ideology and philosophy that she's trying to implement amongst other people. You have WNBA players that are speaking out and saying this woman has to go. You have media people from all sides saying it's time for this woman to go. So my question is, what the hell is taking so long for the WNBA to act? I don't want to hear another, written press release. There's no need for that. What you need to do is swift action and justice. If you truly believe in equality and you truly believe in diversity and eradicating these types of measures when it comes to people discriminating against people under being racially insensitive and things of that nature, then it's time for them to go. There's no questions to be asked. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So Kathy Engelbert and the rest of the WNBA need to get on your job and do the right thing and do what you say, and stand by the principles you say you stand by. Because if you don't, you look like a contradiction. And all of your words have gone up in smoke. And I'm looking at the WNBA president, Nneka Ogwumike. I'm sure she's working on something as the WNBA players president, excuse me. I'm looking at all these other players that have come out and said, look, it's time for this woman to go. I saw something from Breanna Stewart. She tweeted out something. I said, you see all kinds of players coming out saying this woman has no place in the game. And they're absolutely right. Kathy Engelbert, you need to start listening to your players. Because if you say the WNBA stands by equality and diversity, right now you're showing a piss poor job in doing so. Get it together. These women deserve better. Your league deserves better. And the fans deserve better. So it's time for a change. It's time to extract this type of racist behavior out of your league, out of your game, and make an example out of her to show the rest of the people that if anybody else has these type of philosophies, it will not be tolerated in the WNBA. Hell, the NBA had a lot of heart. They got rid of Donald Sterling because the players banded together. And maybe the players are going to have to start to band together and say, you know what? As long as she's co-owner or have any type of ownership in one of these 12 WNBA teams, we're not going to play. Same thing the Clippers, same thing the Warriors, and other NBA players were planning on doing if Adam Silver didn't step up and do the right thing by getting rid of Donald Sterling and banning him for life because of his racist tirades and his actions. So come on, Kathy Engelbert, do the right thing. I know you haven't been commissioner long, but do the right thing. Over 70% of your league is black. You got black players, and it's time for the players of all races to stand up against this type of oppression and racism. Hell, they're not even in the greatest conditions outside of the quote unquote bubble. The least you can do is have some type of justice. That's all I got to say, y'all. Y'all have a good evening now.